Do you ever have a situation where you're just going along doing things as you normally do and things take a left? Like you go to the doctor and you think it's going to be one thing, but it's really another. I'm going to tell you a story about that happened to me very recently. I'm Mitchell, your heels on the ground in the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area, and on this channel you can expect to find information about home buying, home selling, probate, senior relocation, and more. Thank you for tuning in. As a probate realtor, we deal with a lot more than just the marketing and sale of the home. This happened to me about a month ago, and it was a crazy story. I was contacted by a probate attorney that I work with quite a bit to market and sell a property at a condo in Sunrise, which is west of Fort Lauderdale. This woman in Sunrise, the woman had thought that she was just going to the hospital. So she took her dog and her keys and gave them to the next door neighbor, went to the hospital, and unfortunately she passed away. The family contacted the next door neighbor, and the next door neighbor, like surprising to them, would not return either the dog or the keys. So they had no idea what to do. I told them that I knew what to do about the keys, that I would have the property rekeyed, but the dog, no idea. My son went out to meet the locksmith to have the door rekeyed. There with the locksmith, thinking we're just gonna change the locks, opened the door, and lo and behold, there's Bella, this beautiful, sweet dog. The next door neighbor, I guess, had put her in the apartment while he went to work that day. Contacted the relatives up north and let them know that we had Bella, and they let us know that their aunt had left Bella to a different neighbor in the will that was just down the hallway. So my son takes Bella and walks down the hall, knocks on the neighbor's door, lets him know that the woman has passed and had left him Bella in the will. Unfortunately, the neighbor did not want Bella. So it was a real conundrum. It was a Friday evening, trying to think on the fly. We didn't feel like we could take Bella to any kind of a shelter, and we figured we would take her home for the weekend and figure things out. So with permission from the family, we took her home, and I decided to post her photo and a little bit of information about her to my Facebook page, which I did. Within minutes, I was contacted by a friend of mine, actually a real estate agent for over 30 years, and he let me know that his father's dog had died about a year ago, and they had been looking intently for the last 6 months for a new companion for their father. They really wanted a rescue, but all of the rescues they looked at had been abused and had aggression issues and other things that the elderly father just wasn't prepared to deal with. And here was Bella. She had lived in this apartment and was very well loved. You could tell by the baskets full of toys that they had for her, all of the different treats. Bella was really the apple of her owner's eye. And so my friend came over with his father and his son that evening and met Bella. Incredibly, it was love at first sight, and Bella went home with them that evening. The family up north was so happy because it's absolutely what their aunt would have wanted when the neighbor didn't take Bella. We were so grateful that she didn't have to go into a shelter and that she was adopted by a family that really loves her. I've followed up with my friend several times, and he has sent updated photos of Bella, which I've passed on to the family. You just never know what you're going to find when you work in probate, and this is just one example of the wild ride that it can be. You think you're just going to rekey a property, you drive home with a rescue. So never know what's going to happen, but we sure do enjoy the ride, and we're glad that Bella found a wonderful forever home. On this channel, I try to provide a lot of information, not just information about buying or selling a property, but also some client stories that I think are really unique and inspirational, motivational, and sometimes just funny. If you find the content interesting, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see, because my goal is to provide content that is useful to you.